Have you ever pondered the invisible, yet growing problem circling above our heads? The issue at hand is not alien invasions or rogue asteroids, but something more prosaic, yet equally concerning: space debris. In the bustling rush of the 21st century, we've seen an exponential increase in launches to meet our growing demands for communication and observation satellites. The surge in space activity has led to a significant rise in the number of spacecraft in orbit, especially in the more congested low Earth orbit. As we continued to populate our skies, the issue of space debris, or space junk, as it's colloquially known, became more and more evident. This junk includes discarded rocket stages from past missions as well as satellites that have reached the end of their operational life. Interestingly, some rocket stages from as far back as the 20th century have been discarded into a graveyard orbit that sits at least 300 kilometers above geostationary orbit at 35,800 kilometers. However, the primary concern lies within the busier low Earth orbit. Factors such as orbital altitude, atmospheric drag, and the object's ballistic coefficient contribute to orbital decay. Consequently, spacecraft maintain a supply of propellant for periodic station keeping. The decay period increases exponentially with higher altitudes, with decay times surpassing 10 years as you go beyond 500 kilometers. In late 2022, the Federal Communications Commission took steps to mitigate the growing debris within 2,000 kilometers of Earth, lowering the timeframe from 25 to 5 years in which operators of FCC-licensed satellites should deorbit their satellites after mission completion. This new regulation bore its fruit in October 2023, when the FCC issued a landmark $150,000 fine to the Dish Network satellite company for failing to dispose of its EchoStar 7 into a higher graveyard orbit at the end of its lifespan. The good news is that modern launch vehicle operators have become acutely aware of the importance of debris mitigation. For instance, Falcon 9's second stages perform retrograde burns on many of its missions to safely deorbit after payload deployment. Similarly, Rocket Lab's Electron kick stage sometimes fires its Curie engine one final time to deorbit itself. Moreover, companies like Astroscale are leading the way in space debris cleanup efforts. Astroscale, headquartered in Japan, is developing innovative on-orbit services for active and defunct satellites. Their active debris removal by Astroscale Japan mission aims to demonstrate the necessary operations and technology that will underpin the delivery of new on-orbit services. The time to act is now. We must support these innovative efforts to clean up space debris. It's not just about preserving the beauty of the night sky. It's about safeguarding our future in space. Let's make space safe and sustainable for us and the generations to come.